Hi, I'm Tawan, and we're back with some more Star Trek Judgement Rites, which is, I believe it's the last one. I believe we're the last one again. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I believe we're the last one again. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. I mean, it's been really annoying that I had to restart a lot of things because I messed up. Or at least, I thought I messed up. Turns out I didn't mess up at all. So while it's annoying, wow, I almost had it. I get so close and then just mess it up completely. But, yeah, we're on the, I'm pretty sure it's the final one. There were 7 chapters in, 25th anniversary, so I'm pretty sure this would be, it would make sense that there'd be 7 again. Because it's using the same engine, and that's obviously as old as it, so. Gotta rescue some Romulans. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But, oh well. Gotta do what a Starfleet officer's gotta do. So, enough sitting around here talking, and let's get to it.
On screen, Captain.
This is Sub-Commander Guyon of the Warbird Infinitus. We are under attack. Assist us, please.
Transmission jammed at the source, sir. The transmission originated on the Romulan side of the neutral zone.
Captain, this could be a setup. The Romulans might be trying to lure us into a treaty violation.
We can't interfere in Romulan business. Set course warp factor 8. I'm not going to ignore a distress call, even if it is a Romulan.
And here we go to rescue the Romulans.
Captain's log supplemental. In answer to a distress signal, we are crossing the Romulan neutral zone in violation of treaty. We are approaching the source of the distress signal.
We are now entering the Romulan neutral zone.
Raising shields. Arming weapons.
Captain, a Romulan warbird is approaching toward us on an intercept course.
Hail it, Umar.
I have an audio response only.
So, now it is the Federation that tries to stop me from winning my prize.
Romulan ship is approaching on an attack vector.
Target analysis of.
I must have inflicted heavy damage while I was undercover. There it is.
Got him! Captain, 4 Romulan warbirds are on an intercept course.
We're being hailed. The commander wishes visual contact.
On screen.
This is Commander Starius of the Invictus.
Commander, we were responding.
Explanations are unnecessary, Captain. We thank you for your humanitarian response to the Infinitus distress signal, and we recognize that you destroyed the rogue warbird in self-defense. We will overlook violations of treaty this time.
How kind of you.
Captain, we have discovered a mutual threat. A race of beings that seems determined to manipulate a wide variety of life forms that call themselves the Brassica. If you have encountered them, it may be in both of our interests to exchange information.
Spock, transmit all we know about the Brassica. I've heard the name, but we know next to nothing about them. Brassica? Spock, transmit all we know about the Brassica to the Romulans.
Thank you, Captain. Our information package has also been sent. Please leave Romulan space as quickly as possible. The longer you stay, the more difficult it becomes to ignore this incident.
Understood, Helmsman. Set course for Federation space.
Well, that went easier than I thought. I literally thought I was gonna get absolutely obliterated by 4 weapons.
Captain, a cursory glance at the Romulan information package indicates their data is nearly useless.
We've been had, sir.
This day is not going well.
Captain, we have an emergency message from Starfleet. Code 1.
That's a planetary catastrophe.
On screen.
Captain, a very large alien ship is about to land on the planet Atticus in the Klingon neutral zone. The aliens stated that they intend to land in the midst of the capital city. Then the ship cut communications with us. Since then, all attempts to contact the alien craft have failed. You are the closest starship to Atibus. We want you to evaluate the situation and safeguard the colonists. We need you to make contact with the aliens.
Atibus is located in the Klingon neutral zone. The Federation won the colonization rights for that planet as per the Organian Peace Treaty. Both Federation and Klingon ships are allowed there.
Well then, what are we waiting for? But yeah, I literally thought, poor warbirds, that's me, and then I get one to pieces immediately.
Alien ship in sensor range. I detect one Klingon battlecruiser on a parallel course.
The Klingon commander is hailing us.
On screen.
Greetings, Enterprise. Welcome to Atibus. I am Captain Kla.
What are you doing here? And I am Captain Kirk. Greetings. I take it that this is not your vessel. And I am Captain Kirk. Greetings yourself.
I appreciate your courtesy, Captain. I wish to inform you that we mean the colonists no harm. You have my word that I intend to take no action against them. As you know, this is neutral space. I have as much right to be here as you. If you do not question this right, I believe that we are capable of bridging any misunderstandings that might arise in this delicate situation. I have always admired the Federation's diplomatic abilities. I believe we both have more important matters on our minds. Until later, Captain.
Well, it never rains, but pours. Mr. Sulu, take us into a parallel course with the alien ship.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That is one big ship, and there's the D7.
Sensors appear to be experiencing malfunctions. Fascinating. Some anomalous readings are reoccurring. That would indicate that the ship itself is changing in unexpected ways. I have no explanation for the phenomenon. I have found at least one area that is suitable for transport.
No response from the alien ship, sir. Perhaps their communication system is malfunctioning? The Klingons regret that they are too busy to resume communications at this time.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Disarming weapons.
I don't like it, so I'm gonna save it here.
Save new, replace previous.
I have a 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to transport.
We're beaming aboard the alien vessel. Have Dr. McCoy meet us in the transporter room. Spock, come with me. Lieutenant Uhura, if its communication system is malfunctioning, then we'll need you.
Yes, Captain.
Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Taking the Uhura. Oh my gosh. She never leaves the ship.
We have to find a way to help these people.
I find the situation in this room disturbingly irrational at first impression, Captain. I suggest we endeavor to understand what we see around us in order to make a sensible analysis.
Captain, this place gives me the willies. I feel like I'm on a yellow alert without knowing why.
Captain, individuals on this ship appear to be suffering, perhaps from certain mental disorders. Were I to examine them, I might be able to determine something more.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What's going on here? Who's in charge?
Nobody's really in charge. Maybe the phase. That's one of the things that makes me so nervous. Nobody's really in charge. I try to take charge of little things like making sure the lights work. I don't like the dark. Are you gonna be in charge now? Maybe you should talk to the phase first.
The phase? Why don't you just tell me what's going on here? Would you tell me about this ship? The phase? What's the phase?
We contemplate our phase. Some of our people think they're the ones who keep everything going. Sometimes they tell us things to do. They remind some people when to eat. Otherwise they'd forget. I don't forget, but that's because I'm smart. If you want to, you can probably talk to the phase in the oratory. The builders built the oratory. The room there to the south, they built the garden north. If you're hungry or if your head ain't feeling right, there's food and such in the hall. Through there, the west door. The rest hall is through the east door, but you might have to wait for one of the beds. The builders were just so logical. They thought of everything. You can go anywhere.
You know, Jim, I don't think there's much more he can tell us. I can take a tricorder reading on him if you think it's appropriate.
I do, actually.
His mental activity is very high, but doesn't seem pathologic, Jim. Respiratory activity indicates a high degree of anxiety by comparison with others of his race. Now, that much stress is unhealthy if this is a chronic state. Slightly undernourished, sluggish pulmonary and circulatory conditioning. Doesn't get nearly enough exercise, I'd say. Brainwave activity uneven. I'd need a battery of tests to be sure. This is a complete new race after all, but he may be suffering from some blood chemistry imbalances likely to be affecting his mind.
Go away. You'll get it dirty. I can't stand a dirty table.
Interesting. The plant does not register in the tricorder's botany file, but it does suggest similarities to Algolian crocus.
Algolian crocus? Isn't Algol 3 the system with the semi-intelligent plant life?
Affirmative, Doctor. There are characteristics of similar developments in this planet, but on a more limited scale. Interesting. The plant does not register in the tricorder's botany file, but it does suggest similarities to a Shasthar tree on the planet Beta 3.
It's beautiful, Mr. Spock.
What about this one?
Interesting. The plant does not register in the tricorder's botany file, but it does suggest similarities to a Nemosinian cactus.
The ones that can shoot thorns at people?
Only 3 varieties of that plant can shoot thorns, Doctor. Nor do I detect that ability from this specimen. Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
Shakesy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jacobsy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
Okay.
I believe this person has reached adulthood physically, Jim. But brain activity scans suggest he may have suffered a failure to mature intellectually.
Methinks you peasants should know your place and speak only when royalty speaks first to you.
Remember, this is a new race, Captain. While these people are clearly humanoid, I may not have all the answers. This individual is a bit elderly, but not in too bad shape when you take that into account. He seems to be suffering some brain lesions that might be genetically linked. Nerve degeneration in the lower back.
Okay, let's go here.
This reminds me of the Arboretum on Calliope 3, except the equipment didn't look this advanced.
A hydroponics room, Captain. The console against the wall appears to be a workbench.
This might be a nice little garden if they added some rustic wooden benches and a little fountain, I guess.
A shame there aren't any flowers, Captain, but the lushness of the greenery is still very pleasant.
Well then, we all know what we have to do. Scan away.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain. The tricorder informs me that the Klingon boarding crew has just beamed into the adjacent room, Captain.
You are Kirk. I am Kla, Captain of the Paul Yar. This is my aide.
These Klingons are so innovative in their introductions.
Shh! I'm Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These are my crew, Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. What can I do for you, Captain Clark?
You can avoid interfering with me or my man as we look around the ship, the same as you. And with the same air of mutual goodwill, We will avoid interfering with your activities, unless we have cause to think your actions in some way threaten us or the Empire we represent.
We do not threaten the Klingon Empire, Captain Klar, nor its legitimate representatives.
Then there will be no difficulties between us, will there? We will leave you to your investigations now and carry on our own. You won't mind if we're in the room, will you?
We'd consider it a mark of our mutual respect, Captain, if you don't get in our way and we won't get in yours.
A combination workspace and computer console, Captain, with robotic leads on the visible hookups. The data terminal appears to serve as data storage and analysis of materials put on the countertop. In short, I believe it acts as a gardener's assistant to anyone working on the plants in this room. I do detect some evidence of malfunction in one of the hookups, but I believe it would take the inestimable skills of someone like Commander Scott to track down the problem, much less repair it.
Are you saying it's broken?
Only a small part seems to be broken, something involving one of the feed lines. The rest of it appears to be in good order.
Let's have Spock work the table.
There is nothing on the work console. Proceed with your work. This console is prepared to scan items anytime you are prepared to use it.
Interesting.
This reminds me of the Arboretum.
Being born on Earth in an agricultural district has prepared you to recognize when certain plants are not thriving. That definitely describes these plants, not thriving. The stems are shrunken, the leaves yellowish, and many have fallen off. The plant clearly tried to set some kind of fruit, but the little blackish-green balls couldn't possibly qualify as becoming anything edible in the foreseeable future.
Okay then.
There is no response at all. Not even a flicker of attention crosses the person's eyes.
What was that?
Captain, we have just been thoroughly and efficiently scanned.
Please identify yourself. You haven't been in to see me before, have you?
I'm Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These others are my crew. Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. Who are you?
We are the Fays. Did not your parents speak of me?
Captain, note that it identifies itself only erratically in the singular I, and a blend of voices typifies its communication.
Are you suggesting it is a hive mind, Mr. Spock? Or is the voice synthesizer simply programmed for a harmonic chord of voices?
Inconclusive. It may also be that an array of otherwise independent machines have been linked to provide the requisite computing power, although that is an antique and unsophisticated method of achieving this level of intelligence, at odds with the overall level of sophistication and evidence. I suggest we pay close attention to both its actions and its words.
Fays, why would our parents have spoken of you?
I am here to care for all of you, Kirk. It is easier for me to care for you when you are younger, but sometimes one's parents are forgetful. We understand. I will care for you now. You will feel better after you eat.
Great. A food-fixating, mothering computer.
It could in fact be very much that.
Fays, you're about to land on a planet inhabited by sentients in the middle of a settlement. If you are in control of this vessel, you must stop. You must not land there.
You will feel better after you eat, dear. Run along now, I'm very busy.
This is Sir Widge.
She's cataleptic, Jim. Completely submerged within her mind. Completely withdrawn from external stimuli. If I were to put her arm up in the air, it would stay there until I moved it back down.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure even with rather extensive tests, but from the tricorder readings, I would say some psychological shock ruptured an inherently fragile cognitive structure. In ancient times, they would have said she was skittish or prone to a nervous breakdown or weak-minded. There are a myriad of childhood developmental blind alleys that might restrict our adult pattern creation representation
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
You do not have to be insulting, Captain.
Alrighty, so the dialogue got a bit weird because it kind of glitched out, but we'll keep going.
An extremely complex mechanical construct, Captain. Readings indicate this is a functional AI, an artificial intelligence of considerable sophistication. It may not be in perfect condition, however. Certain power shunts may be repair solutions to malfunctioning subsets.
It sounds like you're saying there's scar tissue, where the machine healed old damage.
Precisely, Doctor.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Alright, so let's just have Spock.
We appreciate your desire to become one with me, but it is impossible. Despite what you may think, this is no short route to Godhead.
Okay, let's go. I will back you. Medical bay?
I think the youngster looks a little wan, either from lack of the right foods or insufficient exercise, and there don't seem to be others his age he could pal around with.
A sleeper ship. Is there a more primitive way to achieve star travel?
There are generation ships, Captain. Although I hesitate to engage in speculation, these people might have been the descendants of the original passengers, not the passengers themselves.
Given what I've seen, Spock, I don't think they'd survive as a generation ship. I'm surprised they've survived as long as they have.
An astute observation, Doctor. I am impressed.
As much as I hate to break up this newly formed Mutual Admiration Society, we have work to do.
As institutionalized as this room appears, Captain, you can see people have done a few things to make it more their own. I wouldn't be surprised if people stash trinkets away, things that have use and meaning to no one but them. Then again, I am definitely not going to suggest we go looking. Some of these beds don't appear to have been changed in longer than I want to think about. However, if someone wants to show us one of their little treasure boxes, I'll bet it's been well hidden.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
I'm Stan Bob. Did my mom say I could talk to you?
Why, yes, she did. What can you tell? No, not exactly. I don't know that we've seen your mother. Still, if you can tell... Why, yes, she did. What can you tell us about...
I don't think my mom would want me to talk to you.
Damn.
Please go away and stop bothering me.
Oh. Out of the drill, scan the dirt.
This individual is a juvenile in good condition, although mildly undernourished. There's no immediate danger, but there's some traits that should be watched. He's healthy now, both mentally and physically, but he's at some risk if he's put under too much stress.
The text box did not line up with anything Burns was saying. I should scan the room.
Nothing unusual about...
Never mind then. Now where am I going?
Keep back! I don't recognize you, you strangers! Rakabak, Gormagon, you recognize these people?
No, Tusken, we sure don't.
Keep them away. Keep them away from me. They'll hurt us. They're out to get us, I tell you. Have I ever been wrong?
No, Tusken, you kept us safe, and we keep you safe. We won't let them get you.
You people don't want to come any closer. Honest, I don't want to have to hurt any of you. It's just that Tusken won't like it. I hope you don't mind, but you really have got to stay back.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
We can...
See here, Captain Claw. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here.
Okay, so first of all, let's just do a little scanny-wanny.
Jim, He has fairly extensive brain damage and may be causing paranoid delusions. It's also resulting in increased levels of hostility. His adrenaline levels run quite high, and there's been organ damage from the extreme stress. Gormagon is one of the healthier individuals on this ship. Except for emotional stress, probably the result of being bullied by his buddies here. He's reasonably sound in mind and body. If I had to, I'd feel confident about treating him medically. Gormagon is one of the healthier individuals on this ship. Like so many others aboard this ship, he's the victim of developmental genetic damage. A chromosomal misalignment induces a greater inclination to violence. I wouldn't feel confident enough to treat him medically without the full database of the Enterprise systems.
I'm more interested in a good fight than in talking.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tuscan. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tuscan's afraid.
Watch what you say, Gormagon. You know I trust you.
He's just afraid, that's all.
Captain, that chess game is fascinating.
This Tuscan seems paranoid, trying to control everything. He's got a great fear of anyone fooling around with his mind. If he were a crew member, I'd suggest tranquilizers and a lot of examinations.
Captain Tuscan bullies everyone. I think he's afraid of everyone, and that includes us. We should find a way to calm him down, I think. There must be some practical way. Perhaps we just need to see how he reacts to things, and then we can make a plan.
I must admit I've met friendlier people, Bones.
Drug therapy. Primitive 21st century medicine. The people who built this ship must have thought that filling a person's bloodstream with chemicals could solve every medical problem.
I just remembered that scene from A Voyage Home. When Burns is in the hospital, and then that woman's like, "Doctor gave me a pill and I drew no kidding."
You want help from me? That's a laugh. My captain evidently regards you rather highly, though. I'll just say that Rackaback rogue is clearly asking for a drubbing. I knew someone just like him back in basic training.
This is my greatest game ever. In fact, I'll give you this bear if you can beat me.
A complex situation. However, check and mate.
How'd you do that?
He cheated you, brother. He must have cheated you.
No, that's a legal move. Here, take the bear. I promised, and I do what I say.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
Oh, that was rude.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
Captain, I think as long as Tuscan interferes, we will not be able to determine the source of his problems. If Dr. McCoy cannot treat him, perhaps I should attempt to examine him through a mind meld.
What fever dream inspired this idea?
Captain Kirk, dealing with Tuscan should be your first priority.
I'm more interested in a good fight. Look out, Rackaback! They're up to no good! Hey, what you trying to do?
How? I mean, I could shoot him. I could shoot him. I really could. But there's no point. That's just gonna be disastrous.
Pieces of wood and plastic. They were originally part of a toy. A pillow. An overturned toy box. A room which appears to be dedicated to leisure and recreational activities. At least that's what you can see past the crowd of people. This appears to be an unusual metallic structure.
scan that.
Captain, I'm getting a thoroughly anomalous reading. This passage definitely defies the physical laws of space and time.
Are you suggesting it might be some kind of space warping portal spot?
I am reluctant to speculate without data, Captain. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Captain, if I may interject, that disparity is something we glimpse throughout this ship.
I was thinking the same thing myself, Lieutenant. I'd like to have a talk with whoever is behind this.
And I also, Captain Kirk. I believe our observations have been as anomalous as yours. Moreover, I don't think the Fays are the ones we must address our questions to.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tuscan. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it.
Watch what you say, Gorman.
He's just...
Okay, so let's examine the teddy bear.
A fuzzy animal-shaped toy that looks a bit like a bear. What fever dream?
I don't know. I thought maybe Spock can just neck pinch him, because obviously Spock is like way stronger than anyone in this room, except the Klingons. But, what's that? That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's a whole lot of... What's that?
A dumbbell. A device used for muscular development.
I see what shooting him is the wrong move, but that would just make this guy freak out.
The chess game has been scattered across the floor and the board broken.
I must admit I've met friendlier people, Bones.
Drug therapy. This Tuscan seems paranoid, trying to control everything. He's got a great fear of anyone fooling around with his mind. If he were a crew member, I'd suggest tranquilizers.
Captain, I think as long as Tuscan interferes, we will not be able to determine the source of his problems. If Dr. McCoy cannot treat him...
But you can't do a mind meld from there, right?
Save new game. Replace.
Save it to 1.
As long as he remains conscious, his extreme paranoia will prevent a mind meld with him.
You stay away from my brother. What do you want with him? Do you want to fight? I love a good fight. Look out, Rackaback. They're up to... Hey.
Well, I saved it, so I'm just gonna...
Watch out, Rackaback.
Okay, so I can't shoot him. Okay.
What fever? What
Nothing to report.
A lightweight plastic construction for a 3-level chest.
Are you out of your gourd, Jim? That hulking brute will rip your limbs off.
I can be quick and charming, Captain, but I don't believe I can take on this big fellow.
Something about this Klingon demands your attention and a certain degree of respect. Not that he's any less the...
I don't care who you say you are. You're evil monsters in disguise. You want to get by me and the only people I can trust. You want to get into the back of my brain. You want to rewire me and change the way I think. Go away. Go away! Go!
Okay, I can just leave. Alright. Okay. I thought I couldn't leave. I'm like, well, I don't know why I thought I couldn't leave, but... Oh! Wait. Wait.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Nope. I haven't been this way. Might as well go this way.
We are just here to look around, Captain. I'm sure you don't mind.
Would it matter if we did?
Your doctor's discourtesy, though indirect, does no credit to your party, Captain Kirk. I would have expected better when we have done nothing to warrant rudeness.
We need not interfere with one another's activities, I think.
Captain, I'm seeing all these people as being under medication, or needing to be. And they're all unhealthy in one way or another. It really doesn't surprise me that they associate food and medicine. Their veins are probably always swimming with some chemical stew.
Captain, I think that woman looks like someone we should talk with.
Captain, it appears that the inhabitants of this ship take it as given that food and medication go naturally together. With all respect to Dr. McCoy, I would dislike having a physician medicating all food that passed my lips.
The food supply may be at the crux of the problem on the ship. I recommend a close examination of the ship's food whenever possible.
Alrighty, so then first of all, we scan this one.
A female, just moving into middle age. Her overall level of health is fairly good. Vital signs are down marginally, and mental readings indicate a chemical array typical of severe depression. However, there are high levels of tranquilizing chemicals in her bloodstream.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Are you feeling all right, ma'am? Can you tell me what you look so sad? Would it help to tell us why you look so... Hi there, I'm Captain. You look so sad. Would it help to tell us why you look so down?
Do you have any children, sir? I do, a son, and I've just not treated him right. Tried to do right, but everything died, and I can't give him what he wants, what I think he needs.
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you... What died? Did you hurt something? A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you tell me about him?
Little Stam Bob. I tried to feed him right, give him safe food. He really likes fresh fruit. Now he can't have it anymore, and it's all my fault.
Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. Your son still loves you just for trying. Of that I'm certain. Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have...
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
Well, scan away.
This mechanized food delivery and recycling system is similar to the Enterprise's system. One significant difference is that it includes a scanning feature on the person making the request for food. I also note that the machinery accepts used dishes and reusable materials for recycling, since this ship is a narrowly enclosed system. Captain, of the various mental conditions we have seen among the inhabitants of this ship, most, although not all, have been non-violent. Dr. McCoy may need to examine this data further, but I believe through the food dispenser, the individuals aboard this ship are regularly medicated, often tranquilized.
I'm just a simple country doctor, not... I'm just a...
The machine whirs, lights blink, and a pre-packaged container of food is deposited on the tray. The box of prepared food is light and compact.
As a meal, the food in this little box is a tad high in carbohydrates by human nutritional standards. Still, it would supply about 1/4 to 1/3 of a day's average caloric needs and includes protein, fats, fiber, a bit of spices and flavorings. There are also drugs in the food, some of which we added, you know. It's quite heavy on the alkaloid tranquilizers.
A reprocessed cellulose-based container with prepared nutritional components inside appropriate as a meal for one individual. In addition, The food appears to be laced with a variety of drugs, which Dr. McCoy could better analyze than I. A metal and plastic construct, slightly over a meter high, built into the floor.
It's an inelegant design, but nevertheless a good height for an adult to stand up and eat at.
Alright, now back here. Well, first of all, scan that.
This appears to be a kind of all-purpose first aid station and medical dispensary with computer-aided diagnostics. Captain, from the configuration of equipment here, it is possible for someone to use this machine as a workstation and prepare medicine for someone who, for example, would be unable to come to the station for treatment.
How I want to do the medical scan.
This computer gives me some standards against which to correlate data, Jim. These people are humanoid, certainly. But it would be a dangerous mistake to assume specific details of treatment would be the same. I can even use this workspace to concoct medicine if I've got the stuff to work with.
Let's have Spock examine it more closely.
I believe Dr. McCoy will find this more informative than I. Nevertheless, tricorder readings may enable me to make some useful suggestions.
This seems to be a non-emergency medical station. A first aid stop, you might say. Jim, I think if I check it out with my tricorder as a translation device, I might begin to better understand these people.
Okay.
He gathers together the blocks and gives them out to you.
The blocks are an unusual organic substance high in compounds of phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium. In this form, the chemicals are inert and make a practical non-toxic toy.
Do you really expect me to analyze this, Jim?
Yes. Yes, I do. Oh. That way. We go this way. Then we go this way.
Protect me. They're after me. We'll hurt ya. So we really...
See here, Captain Clark.
The Klingon...
I don't know if this is gonna work, but...
Yeah, that looks good. And I'm hungry. But Tusken always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay. And I'd rather fight you anyway.
That looks good, and I am hungry. But Tusken always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay.
No, I don't think that's...
I was good, yeah.
That's a novel idea. Not that it makes a lot of sense, but it's a novel idea. That's a novel...
Alright.
Welcome back.
didn't scan this.
This machinery appears to have been a read-only computer terminal. The configuration and construction is unique, to say the least, from what I can make out. It is utterly destroyed, beyond any hope of repair.
I'm sorry, Jim, but I'm not willing to experiment with the drugs I'm carrying to see what might or might not work, especially given her condition. I'm afraid I'd be as likely to kill her as affect any positive change.
This computer is psychologically unstable. I wonder if illogic...
Captain, this computer shows no attention to logical principles. Therefore, I must conclude that demonstrations of illogic would have little impact upon it. I find the room fascinating, Captain, worthy of close examination in every regard. I would suggest that Dr. McCoy examine the woman lying on the floor.
That woman appears to need medical attention.
Someone seems to have been quite indiscriminate about damaging everything they could reach in here.
Say no, Harley.
No effect.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I'm reluctant to medicate any of these people, Captain. She seems to have a chemical stew in her veins already, and I'd be concerned about unpredictable drug interactions. I don't understand any of... I don't understand it. These don't look so good.
Magical tricorder.
A little recalibration. Not like these are people, after all. These plants are dying, Jim, no doubt about it. Basically, they're starving to death for lack of active organic compounds. Fertilizer, basically. I'd say most important, a certain soluble phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds.
The cubes.
The plants show no indication they want to play with the blocks.
Inert organics including phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds. In this form, impractical to use as fertilizing nutrients.
So I need to find a way to change it to something else. Well, the phaser would destroy it. Okay. Nah, that's nothing.
No effect. No effect.
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones. We've been farmers for centuries. What an uncomfortable chair. What an uncomfortable chair.
See how glitchy and weird this is? Okay. What was down again? The core.
Welcome back.
And then that was here.
Captain, think there must be some better method to this. Perhaps we ought to place the blocks inside the container first, so the volatile compounds do not disperse into the air.
Into a container? What container?
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this, or is it just a random play with the blocks type of thing?
The plants show no...
These plants do not appear to be...
The feeder hose comes free and a mechanism pulls it out of the way. But a terrible stench rises out of the container.
This 40-liter capacity metal keg is constructed of steel with non-reactive alloy lining. The round opening for the feeder attachment is just under 10 centimeters in diameter. Inside is an uncomplicated life form, and it appears to fill the interior of the keg.
That keg is steel and alloy, but inside is something unusual. That greenish mold around the lip appears to be a wild growth. Can't compete against more complex plant life in an open ecosystem. But in isolation with a nutrient-rich broth, which I take it the keg contains, it does very well indeed. Of course, it seems to have completely blocked the feeder tube, which probably accounts for why the plant's struggling to survive in this hydro pit.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Since the plants in the adjoining bin are healthy, changing this container seems contraindicated.
No, I don't think that...
Okay, so I've got a container. What about the container I have?
The nutrient broth in this container has become contaminated. It should be You take the metal...
I think I know. So we go in here.
No, I don't think that...
No, I don't put it on the table.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think...
Okay, I don't put it on the table. Okay. Well, where else do I go to disinfect something? I just takes it back here. Now there's no disinfecting things.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Captain, I do not think the plant is compatible with that container. Captain, I do not think... Captain, I do not...
Wait.
No, I don't think that's... No, I don't think...
Nope. He's the guy who likes everything clean, so I was like, oh, maybe he'll clean it. No.
A simple construction of various metals and plastics, 1/2 meter wide at the base. Arms have been added post-construction, as has the raised back and the base platform. Even the seat has been widened. This individual appears to be typical of his race, perhaps somewhat elderly. The crown is made of paper, and the silvery rod he holds is wood wrapped with silver tape.
The ones that can shoot thorns at people?
Only 3 varieties of that.
Yeah, this one, Derby Buggy.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I don't understand any of this, Jim.
I fail to see what useful purpose.
No, I don't think that.
I'm at a complete loss. I doubt it'll do anything, but...
Protect me.
Will we...
See here, Captain Clark.
The clean.
No, I don't think. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it was nice. I tried. But I'm at a complete loss. So, as always, I'll be back in a minute. Turns out I had the right idea. I did have the right idea, which was to shoot the thing.
The nutrient broth in this container.
I can't tell before we do anything. One thing I'd thought about, but didn't actually do.
Are you suggesting I attempt a Vulcan mind meld, Captain?
It does seem an appropriate effort in this circumstance.
It will take me a moment to prepare myself. Doctor, please monitor her life signs. The procedure does entail some risk.
Not only to her, but to you too. Am I right?
I assure you, Doctor, I will retain sufficient distance to avoid being dragged into something from which I cannot withdraw.
Go ahead now, Spock.
I am Puzzlewit. I am the one who reads it all. I do not understand. I try. I read it all. So many ideas. Always jumbled, though. Cannot make sense of. Puzzlewit wants to know. Hope to discover why why I cannot. I try to remember it all. Then Tusken comes in. He destroys me. My hopes, all broken, all shattered. Ow. I'm broken in countless pieces.
Doctor?
No physical injuries, Captain. Not to him or to her.
Tusken's scared of me. Scared. For no reason. thinks I know. I know, but I don't know. I don't understand. Nothing connects to anything else. I want to know it all. Hope then I'll understand. He thinks I'll hurt him. I don't hurt anybody. I just want to know more. Now I only know what I know. Never know what Puzzlewit doesn't know anymore.
What's going on here, Kirk?
We are trying to help this woman, Captain Clark. Be quiet, or you'll put her and my science officer both at considerable risk.
He's trying to make a mental slave of the alien, Captain. She could tell him the secrets of this ship, of its transit through the Klingon Empire. Stop him!
We'll listen in a moment. I wouldn't have a representative of the Federation damaged or rendering assistance.
Puzzlewit remembers everything she reads. Subject. Screen laminates. Reflective. Subject to autotrophic bonding with molybdenized nitrous oxides in the presence of cyanodiphosphotrihydrous gases. Subject. Wiring systems. Auxiliary to cryptolog.
Does Puzzlewit remember this ship passing through Klingon space, perhaps?
All the paralenses were copied prior to liftoff. No new encryption was permitted. We could only read, not write to them.
That stellar ejector, Captain. Why would a computer terminal permit read-only interface, I ask you?
The builders didn't trust us. Didn't think we would be capable. We were damaged. Now, the reader is damaged. It's broken like Puzzlewit. Like us all. Like Tusken. The paralens can't be replaced. The reader can't be fixed. Puzzlewit can't be fixed. Nothing to read now. Nothing new to learn, to remember. Stupid. Like Tusken now.
This whole thing is stupid, if you ask me.
Anything but stupid, in fact. Captain Kirk, the library this woman read has been recorded entirely in her mind, although she lacks the ability to understand it or even to recall it in an orderly manner. She believed if she could fill up her mind, acquire enough knowledge, understanding would come. Now her personality is withdrawing, refusing to accept the loss of everything she has not yet been able to read. She pinned all her hopes on this, and without it, she may lose the will to live.
Do you know everything she knows now?
No, Captain Clark, I do not. This race has very unusual mind patterns, and I am fortunate she was in as passive a state as she is mentally. It is very likely I would have been hurt were she less withdrawn to begin with. Moreover, the knowledge she does possess is a very peculiar admixture, reflecting this society's uneven level of advancement. Archaisms and startling breakthroughs coexist.
So there is much to be learned from this woman, and from this ship.
Knowledge the Federation would gladly share with friends, Captain Clark.
Let nothing happen to this alien woman, Captain. If she should die, I would take it as an indication that you would sooner let her perish than share her special knowledge with the Klingon Empire.
Captain Clark, if I took her aboard the Enterprise, I might be able to help her.
I would have expected such treachery from the likes of you. You'll start an interstellar incident like this.
I thought some of the folks on board this ship were paranoids.
Gentlemen. Captain Clark, we don't want this woman to die any more than you do. Not because we want to milk her brain dry, but because she's an important being in her own right. Just as important to the universe as, well, as your companion here. Maybe more so. Dr. McCoy will do what he can. That's all that can be expected.
As
That's all I would expect. Goodbye for now, Captain. Expect to see us again.
Welcome back.
Okay. Now that that's done, we go down the hill. And then I shoot this.
The container heats up rapidly and foul-smelling smoke pours out of the small opening on the top.
This container must be refilled with nutrient broth before it is replaced for use.
Two feeder hoses roll out on wired mechanisms and insert into the container. From one flows a clear liquid nearly filling the container. The other hose just makes burping noises.
Inadequate nutrients.
A single feeder hose inserts itself in. The blocks fit through the opening, splashing as they plunge into the liquid.
Inadequate dissolution of nutrients in liquid medium.
What does that mean? Oh. Apparently I have to shoot it again.
The container heats up slowly and the sound of bubbling echoes from inside. You stop and the container quickly cools.
I think that did it, Captain.
This container of nutrient broth is ready for use.
You take the metal case.
And we put this back.
You settle the container back into the niche it was removed from. The feeder hose, looking shiny and clean, rides out on some mechanism and reattaches to the newly filled container. You hear gurgling and see the nutrient broth begin swirling through the liquid medium. The dying plants seem to perk up before your very eyes.
Okay, so now I have to...
Welcome back.
This chlorophyll-based plant species has the capacity to produce edible fruits, which may offer significant nutrient value. These would be safe for human consumption, or Vulcan for that matter.
Okay, that's what I need. These fruits.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
These are at peak ripeness. They should be delicious.
You got the plants to give fruit again, and I'd given up. Oh, I'm so happy. But I don't want to eat this. My son loves fruit, can't get enough, and I want him to have this. Please take it to him. He should be playing in the sleeping hall. I've warned him about not talking to strangers, but it's all right if you do so. You can tell him I said it was okay.
So now, I hopefully won't need the walkthrough again. So we give the fruit to him.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
This is for me? Wow, thank you. Mom would really be happy. She has been so sad about not being able to give me what I like to eat. Even though I told her it was okay, she was really, really sad. Now she'll be really happy. Thank you.
Okay, so that's done. And now I have no more. Okay, I guess I can talk to him.
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You wanted to ask me about something.
Tell me about Tuscan and his friends.
Tuscan and his friends aren't nice to me. They're nice to my mom because they trust her, though. She's the only one that brings them food. Sometimes she brings me safe food, too, but she hasn't lately. I get pretty hungry because the safe food I put away in a secret place isn't any good anymore.
Tell me about the playroom. I think that's all for now. Tell me about the food. Tell me about your mom. Tell me about the playroom.
It's through there, through the east door. Tuscan and his friends have taken it over. They play mean, except they don't play mean to my mom. That's on account of they think she won't let the food be bad.
Tell me about the food.
The food out of the machines can make me feel really sleepy and not very good. Mom says it's because of the stuff they put in the food. Tuscan says it's poison and won't take any food from anyone but my mom. I put some good food away in a secret place, but the food doesn't look so good anymore. Do you want to see?
Sure, why don't you show us? No, I think that's all for now. Sure, why don't you...
The youngster opens a hidden cabinet near him, and a sour smell like rotting fruit flows from the opening.
See, it went bad.
So then we get this.
It's slippery, sloppy, stinky, and goopy, but you collect what's there into a large specimen bag.
So what I think I need to do is examine it properly. So if I put this on here.
A light scans the reeking glop, and the computer screen lights up.
The alkaloids present in this organic mass can be reduced to a high-potency tranquilizer. The undesirable emetics and purgatives can be eliminated. The resultant drug should be mixed with prepared food and eaten to produce a soporific effect. Do you wish to prepare the specified tranquilizer from this mix?
No, skip it. We'll just put this away and go on. Yes, continue.
Done. The drug is prepared. Bring over the food you wish dosed with the drug, and the tranquilizer will be added.
And that's what I use this box of food for. After the Klingons get in the way.
A light scans the food box, and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency. The high-potency dosage of alkaloid tranquilizer you have prepared may be added now if you wish.
Go ahead.
Okay, so then it's got that, and then do we talk to?
I have to thank you again for what you did for my son. I was feeling so depressed, Because I couldn't give him the fruit I know is better for him than what the Fays make in the machinery. I don't trust the machinery food, and that's why I tended the garden, made fresh food. Even Tuscan will eat food I give to him, and he doesn't trust anyone. If you ever need help, just show me what you want to give him.
Well, isn't that convenient? Here you go.
Tuscan will only accept food from you. You said you'd help us after we helped you. Would you give this to Tuscan? It's heavily medicated, but that might help Dr. McCoy here to do something so he's better off.
I'll take this to Tuscan now because I trust you. Go back to him and show him your food. He'll call for me, and I'll give him this instead. He'll be a good boy.
The youngster Stambob comes to the doorway.
Mom, these nice people got me some fruit. It's fresh and everything, so you don't need to be sad anymore.
Son, I'm so glad. It means the plants are healthy again, and you won't have to eat food I'm not sure is good for you. Thank you, strangers.
I'm going back to my room, Mom, but I wanted you to know.
Okay, so I need more fruit. Okay. So we go in here and get some more.
The red fruit comes.
Da-da-da. Get back. So then we go to Tuscan's room, show him the food, and then maybe that'll open an opportunity to either stun him or Vulcan neck pinch him.
Protect me. Will we...
See here, Captain.
The clean.
I am hungry. So hungry. That looks like good, wholesome. Maul? Where's Maul? I don't take nothing from nobody. Nobody except her. You'd do something to it. Make me different. You'd rewire my head.
Call for me, Tuscan? I thought you might be hungry, so I brought you something you can safely eat. You know you can trust me, Tuscan.
Yeah, I know I can. And I am hungry. Didn't want to eat something I couldn't be sure of, though. Give me that. Now I want to take a nap. Mom, you watch out for me, okay?
The Klingon captain gravely takes the fruit, smells it, and takes a large bite from it.
Thank you. This is good. And while my aide might disagree, some food becomes that much sweeter
That
when
sounded
it is
funny.
shared.
So now...
His strength appears to be very impressive, Captain. I do not think I could win in a hand-to-hand struggle.
Even stop? Okay, I guess I have to stun him.
Rakaback falls, defenseless against the power of the phaser.
An inelegant solution, Captain Kirk, but efficient.
He appears quite disturbed and agitated, even when unconscious. It's a medical kit, not a... Jim, he has fairly extensive brain damage and may be causing paranoid delusions. It's also resulting in increased levels of hostility. His adrenaline levels run quite high, and there's...
I already do that. Alright, so Sparkle?
What are you going to do? You won't hurt him, will you?
I would expect a reduced element of risk having touched the mind of another individual of his race. This subject does not appear to be physically or mentally healthy, and unlike the previous subject, Tuscan is not at all a passive personality. To To emerge unscathed, I will have to tread lightly.
No, Spock, I don't think this is a good idea. Proceed, Mr. Spock. No, Spock, I don't. Proceed, Mr. Spock. Doctor, please monitor them both.
I was always supposed to talk to him, but I'm like, nah, you know what, never mind.
Out to get me. I know they're out to get me. My brain is damaged, and they want to make me different. I won't like me different. Puzzlewit might know about me, know how to burrow into my brain, how to make me different. She'll make them rewire my brain, but I don't want that. I am who I am. Puzzlewit and Gomagon. Gotta watch Gomagon, because he knows the secret entrance to the burrow. So long as his brother keeps it in line, he'll keep the secret. Maybe. Gotta keep Puzzlewit away from Gomagon, because otherwise they'll gang up on me. They'll gang up on me. They'll rewire me. Rewire my brain. They'll hurt me. I have to stop them before they hurt me.
Jim, you've got to stop this. He's going to burst a blood vessel if he keeps this up.
Spock. Spock, snap out of it.
I must apologize for creating a problem, Captain. Tusken's mind is strong, although severely illogical and extremely violent.
Tell me what you learned, Spock. I think the Klingons might... I don't want to hear your report now, Spock. Tell me what you learned, Spock.
Tusken believes he is empathically linked with this ship, identifying his madness with some known or imagined failure of the ship's computer control. He fears being rewired, which suggests that he may know something that should be corrected in the ship's computer.
What was all that about secret entrances to burrows? Sounds Freudian to me. And Puzzlewit. Wasn't Puzzlewit the name of a female you performed a mind meld on in the oratory?
You're right. There is a secret way into the computer control room, into the heart of the phase. I could show you, but I'm not sure what to think of you. I just don't know if I should trust you.
Well, Gormagon, I think you should trust them. They've repaired the garden, which is good for all of us. They gave fresh fruit to my boy Stan Bob, when even his own mother couldn't manage that.
Gormagon, neither my aide nor I came aboard this ship expecting anything but treachery and venality from these people. They've impressed me, and I commend them to you.
Well, despite some misgivings I had, I'll accept what others have said about you. I think I should show you the way into the heart of the phase. The secret entry that Tusken is so afraid of. I feel that something good can come of this.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
I listened to my brother Rakabak and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well, Tusken's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually, I'm sure things would change. It might be a change for the better, maybe. Maybe not. I guess I'll just trust you to do the right thing.
Captain, I'm getting a thoroughly anomalous reading. This passage definitely defies the physical laws of space and time.
Are you suggesting it might be some kind of space warping portal, Spock?
I am reluctant to speculate without data, Captain.
Captain, if I may interject, that disparity is something we've glimpsed throughout this ship. There is a sophisticated food delivery system and a food-producing hydroponics garden. It is as if the parts of this ship don't fit together, or as if there were some purpose beyond the obvious.
I was thinking the same thing myself, Lieutenant. I'd like to have a talk with whoever is behind this.
And I also, Captain Kirk. I believe our observations have been as anomalous as yours. Moreover, I don't think the Fays are the ones we must address our questions to.
Well, here we go. To boldly go down these stairs.
I have a strange feeling about this room. We might find a lot of answers here. The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atopus, which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now that your external sensors are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down? How did your systems become down?
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind.
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. That's all for now, Faze. I assume we can talk to you if we have more questions.
Now wait 1 minute, Cuck. I make my request politely and I am ignored. That cannot go unnoticed.
Please, ask freely.
I didn't do anything and it just came on options.
Faze, this ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
My aide speaks too strongly. While it is true we are interested in the knowledge and technology you possess, technology to pass through our empire undetected, knowledge of how to twist space back upon itself, for that data, we will treat with you as one civilized people with another. But it is a justified request that we ask you to destroy all data dealing with anything you learn within our borders.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it. However, as you should have deduced, I have none. Until my sensory systems were repaired, my ability to receive and process data was severely impaired, especially in regard to external data updates. Based on my present reanalysis of nearby space, I would speculate that my only data on your present sphere of influence would be as that area of space existed a very long time ago indeed.
That is information for us to know, not you. Erase it.
Silence! Faze, we would welcome access to that information, but on the same basis as we would bargain with you for technological data. We have more to offer with you, I believe, than the Federation represented by these others.
Faze, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient data to make any assessment. I can give no answer at this time. I will do my best, Captain. Although intelligent entities often find that there are more questions than answers.
Okay, so all I wanted was Kirk's information about this room, and then it came up with options and dialogue and...
This room is thoroughly fascinating, Captain. I theorize that this is a virtual space replica of the interior workings of the artificial intelligence which the Fays represent. The interface is seamless, and work performed in here is functionally identical to working directly in the computer. Like so much we've seen before now that is highly advanced technology, yet archaic 20th century style wiring carries the electronic information.
I don't know what to say, Jim. This place is genuinely weird.
Captain, this place is disturbing.
I agree.
Of course, that's probably because I don't understand it. It's amazing how something that once seemed disturbing can become ordinary when you understand it.
Okay, so now... where did this stuff come from? I didn't pick this up.
I do not believe I can directly interface with that, Captain. This is not a life form, Captain, but it does register with biomagnetics and considerable electrical complexity. This is the heart of a functioning, artificially intelligent construct. Based on information I acquired from my interaction with Puzzlewit, we need a connector and some wire to repair this, Captain.
Which is somehow in my inventory.
The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think we should start off with the connector from the light bar in order to complete these repairs, Captain.
Because I have a light bar in my inventory somehow. Okay, this is completely...
Bring that over to me. I might have a better suggestion if I took a closer look at it. I worked with things like these when I was younger. Given our surroundings, see if you don't find this more useful.
Allow me, Captain. Let me do that. The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think you will find it fits just here. Lieutenant Uhura, if you will bring over that length of wire while I hold this in place, I believe we can get this repaired speedily.
Certainly, Mr. Spock. With that in place, I can see that it will easily fit. Here.
The final connection is made, and Uhura smiles widely.
That's it! That fixes the broken connection.
I'm confused.
Thank you. I am now once again whole, and no longer an intelligence divided against myself. The system you repaired will re-enable me to analyze and update received data from external and internal sensor systems, altering conceptual constructs of previously acquired data. These systems appear to have been malfunctioning for some time, although it will take additional review to clarify all conditions. Much may have been lost permanently.
Jim, do you notice? The phase isn't switching between I and we like it did in the oratory. And the voice is a single note, not a harmonic chord of blended voices.
And it hasn't suggested we go get something to eat either.
I am chagrined that my disabilities have endangered my mission. The compassion was launched with the best of intentions. If I can answer anyone's questions, I will endeavor to do so.
Captain Kirk, you don't mind if I ask a question, do you?
You'll get your turn, Klingon, just hold your horse. Be my guest, Captain. You'll get your turn, Klingon, just hold your horses. Other things come first. The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top
I
of our
don't know where the light thing came from.
Which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now
no, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards. Then are there other questions?
is the ship still set to land on Atom? How did your systems become damaged?
I don't know where the light pole came from. I don't know where the cable came from. I don't know what that blue cloth I have came from.
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable, but I will search my memory for an answer for you. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship's... Please clarify the anomaly.
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind, shipping off all these people off-planet. There seems to have been some shadier agenda. The eugenics wars of our own past produced some of the ugliest abuses in human history, and notorious characters like Khan Noonien Singh, whose name still resounds with infamy. How is the ship you call the Compassion justified?
I have no information about your eugenics wars, but a fundamental social philosophy of the builders was that civilized people of goodwill would tolerate and value variability as a sign of cultural and social health. That a civilization will be judged by its tolerance of disparate ideas. by how it treats those who cannot protect themselves, be they very young, very old, or otherwise challenged. By the measure of altruism extended to those less powerful, even when rightfully in possession of something desired.
A central aspect of Vulcan philosophy is embodied in the Idic. Infinite diversity in infinite combinations. It would seem the builders pursued similar high ideals.
High ideals, perhaps, but that does not explain why these people are in space phase.
More than this I cannot explain. However, you can locate additional library data under the heading Compassion. Oh, I haven't made it available. I should have done that immediately. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it.
Fascinating, Captain. That instance of forgetfulness makes it possible to speculate that the phase is not wholly restored after all.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still Please,
I'd still like to...
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem erratic in sophistication, but much of it goes beyond even what we are capable of accomplishing today. For example, the paralens medium for recording computer data is something we are only now beginning to explore. I think there's much to be learned from these people.
My best recommendation is to examine the library records under Builders or Technology. There is more data than I can easily explain. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still... That's all for now, Phase. I assume we can talk...
I would still like to learn more about these people.
I'd still like...
That's all for now, Phase. I assume we can talk to you...
I will do my best, Captain. Although intelligent entity...
Okay, and then the Klingons already had his dialogue.
I do not see the logic in that act. This crystal construct has an unusual light scattering property.
Although the lens magnifies things you look at through it, somewhat like a magnifying lens, the image is distorted and warped. Pretty soon, this seems like a non-productive way to use the paralens.
What actually is this?
A somewhat small greenish-blue blanket.
Where did I get that from?
This palm-sized lens...
Uhura, doesn't this remind you of...
Yes, Captain. This appears to be an intact paralens. The glass shards I noticed in the oratory are probably the broken remnants of others like this.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Something about this Klingon...
I'm here as an observer.
This room is thoroughly fascinating, Captain. I theorize that this is a virtual space replica of the interior world.
I have a strange feeling about this room. Is the ship still set to land on Atopus? Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived.
I'd still like...
That's all for now, Phase.
I will do my best.
You get no response. You get no You get no...
I don't know what to say.
No, I don't think...
Although the lens magnifies things you...
Nothing to report, Captain.
This is not a life form, Captain.
Well, now I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Captain, this appears to be an unusual style of computer terminal. A reader device, most likely. Lieutenant Uhura, might not your recent study of experimental communication and decryption devices enable you to make a clearer assessment?
Captain, this appears to be an intact reader decryption device with mated computer terminal, just like the one we saw damaged in the oratory. Similar experimental designs coming out of the research labs of the Malafide Institute on Karabidi 3 have shown up in the most current technical journals. This is quite sophisticated.
I don't do Windows, Jim. Don't know what to make of it myself. Seems pretty uninteresting.
Now what?
You get no response.
Captain, there's got to be a better way to handle this. Captain, this appears to be an intact paralens, a nearly unique form of computer data recording media, quite advanced. The glass shards I noticed in the oratory are probably the broken remnants of others like this, but we should be able to read this.
The hell?
This palm-sized... The crystalline lens fills...
Nothing unusual about
Oh, okay, I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do that.
The lens slips easily into the terminal's reading port and the screen activates.
Compassion. The name of a Cetic class starship. The name signified the compassion for the travelers, all of whom were diagnosed with life quality inhibiting disorders of class 3 or higher. After a full generation of debate on ethics, a consensus opinion was reached, the so-called Diagi decision. Final planned destination of the Compassion was a return to Shambrum in 4 generations. Compassion Diagi decision, a landmark of planet-wide consensus. The first of such sweeping effect in the history of Shambrum after the failure of the individual nation-state and the rise of pan-world participation in self-rulership. All individuals suffering at class 3 or higher were sent on extended extrasolar transshipment to await research into these conditions and their treatment.
Now, just 1 minute, Phase. Are you listening? You keep saying you can't remember or you lack data or what have you. Even the library data seems vague, incomplete, and contradictory. If you don't know, then who does?
Forgive the pause. I had to think long and hard to discover if you had correctly passed this final test. You correctly identify the heart of the matter. Let me introduce you to my builders.
Wait, what?
This is madness! Phase, what is this?
Despite our misgivings, you have shown yourselves to be the representatives of spacefaring peoples we, the Brassica, would most trust to make first contact with. The contest has been in progress for some time, situations in which your true colors have been explored. The invitation has been made. You may return to your ship if you prefer, or you may step through whenever you are ready. Then, the final round begins.
I think you have it right, Captain Clark. This is madness, Jim.
I think, Bones, it's Shakespeare who had it right. Though this be madness, yet there is a method in it.
I agree with the sentiment, Captain Kirk. There is something more going on here, far deeper than first appearances have suggested. I imagine you will accept the invitation. I will certainly choose to go, whether you do or not. I believe the invitation is extended to all.
I will not permit that, Captain Clark. I will take all methods to prevent you. I will not go. It is certainly a Federation trick.
You begin to sound like Tusken in the other room. Get a grip of yourself and act like an officer.
Captain, this is a unique opportunity. I believe we must take this opportunity. I also believe that Captain Clark's presence will prove an asset. I am less than sanguine about Clark's aide accompanying us, however.
Same to you, Vulcan. What are you going to do about it? Pinch me in the neck?
I'm a little dubious, Jim, but that's what we're out here for in the first place. I say let's go for it. I even think this may be an interesting experiment in diplomacy to have the Klingon present on such an expedition. Although I must say, I'm not exactly overjoyed to spend any more time with the Captain Sour Mug aide there.
You're one to talk, you quack. Maybe you'll hit me with your hypo and throw me out of the airlock, eh? That's what I'd expect of your sort.
The lure of the unknown, Captain. That's what makes life worth living. It's why I joined Starfleet. A chance to communicate with other people, other places, strange new worlds. I don't believe we can turn our backs on this opportunity.
I have a strange feeling about this room. We might find a lot of answers here. Is the ship still set to land on... That's all for now, Phase.
I will do my best.
I am determined to go explore. There may be dangers, but I accepted that challenge the first day I decided to make my life in space. I fear I have my doubts about my aide, however. I rather don't think he's a fit companion for this expedition.
Captain Clark, I will not let you depart. These human scum have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain, and I will take him away and out of your hair.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the humans betray me, I have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond. I am determined to go explore.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
Okay, there is one more.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests. More tests. I'd like to hear what the others think. More tests. We've had enough. I'd like more tests.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
What?
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerent. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice. Who goes through more pains in pursuit of life than a doctor?
The Brassican's question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor. Respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous adherence, unlike humans' variable justifications.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be, Doctor. The Brassicans may agree.
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
First, Kirk, I would hear you explain if you should be the one to answer. And why?
I'm sorry, Captain Klar, if I decide to present myself as the one to answer. And point taken. Very well. So that everyone has a chance to make their own case, I will explain what I'm sorry, Captain. Point taken. Very well. So that I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me, on my every decision. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations. So it comes down to me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire!
A starship captain stands as representative of the United Federation of Planets. Many races, whose goals and visions for the future are pursued together. Who shoulders the greater weight, Captain Clark?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind, but I can see everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have, Doctor.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision, weighing the strength of individual opinions,
or I get some hints out of our green host. We have our answer. Are you ready? We have questions to ask.
Very well. Ask.
What consequences result from an incorrect answer?
The overall test will likely continue, Captain. This is one phase, and we are examining the whole.
What if I were to declare that there's not one... We can't answer because we don't know enough about yours. What if I were to declare that there's not one right answer, but many?
There is just one answer we would consider wholly correct, Captain Kirk.
In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right and what you think is right. We're ready with our... In reality, you expect us to... What consequences result? You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we... What consequences... You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we have more information before we try to answer?
Very well.
No. It was agreed they shouldn't be given special assistance.
Their complaint is valid. Different species think differently. A hint seems appropriate.
They must show the faculties to think through problems.
Well, Captain, are you positive you want a hint?
Yes, get on. No, don't bother. We'll give our answer now. Yes, get on with it.
This is confusing. It's philosophical, and I'm not a philosopher. I'm just a gamer. Just a gamer. I just want to play games and have fun, and now I'm in a philosophical conundrum.
No, don't bother.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
Alright, there's 5 possible answers. Right?
I don't have anything to add, Captain.
While acknowledging the Brassicans may desire another to answer, due to the unremitting demands of Vulcan philosophy,
we have our answer. Are you ready to... We have questions. We have our answer.
Let the one who would answer be the next...
Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
Where's he gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk. You're nothing like the Jared, who hold a special place in our memories. The second question: who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end, only one may reply.
It has to be Spock.
as with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect the Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer they expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case. As science officer, I believe myself likely. It is the very heart of science to attempt to comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock. Spock's on the right track, Jim, but he's still wrong. I focus on the chaos of life. Who struggles more than a physician?
Made some sense, McCoy. And I've heard you were a humble country doctor. Sounded more like a Vulcan.
No need to be insulting.
Gentlemen, we've had enough chaos to deal with. Interesting analysis, Bones. However, I think I might be the one the Brassica have in mind.
It's obvious you have never spent time among Klingons, Kirk. The life of the warrior is the struggle between control and chaos. Clearly, the Brassica know more of us than you, and I am certainly the one
Press the
intended to
extra
answer.
page. There is one.
I recognize your position, Clara, and if you thought the same as me, I'd have second thoughts. But I don't. As captain of the Enterprise, I'm responsible for the lives of everyone on board. Without a strong hand at the tiller, it would be complete chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
I'm sorry, but Kirk is just wrong here.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the
It is the heart of science to seek an understanding of the universe and its laws, to make sense of what seems randomly chaotic. In the effort to extract comprehension from the unknown, I work to recognize the underlying patterns for which life represents the greatest challenge. Thus, I am the one among us who wrestles most intensely with chaos.
Your answer is accepted, Commander Spock. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong in our sight.
You expect me to stand by while my people keep disappearing?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Congratulations, Captain. There are those among us
who doubted you could make it this far. The third question is somewhat different, but our heroes, the Gerent, found the answer. Solve this equation. Pig plus X equals cow. Talk among yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. Only one may reply.
What kind of question is peace plus X equal home? These Brassicans are a peculiar lot.
What are you saying? The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Interesting, Kirk. I heard tlok pok plus X equals srok nav. To humans, it would translate to plant plus X equal hive paper. What did you hear, Doctor?
Well, I heard peace plus X equal home.
Which one do we answer?
The answer lies in the relationship of the questions. The relationship between the plant, peace, and a pig, or between hive, paper, home, and a cow.
Clar, if you can make that connection, you're a better man than I.
Goes without saying, Dr. McCoy. I am a Klingon.
I'm not impressed, Clar. The Brassica addressed me first. I think we need to answer pig plus X equals cow.
If there's only one answer, it should be sensible. Mine is straightforward. Peace and quiet makes a happy home. It's almost a cliche.
Reason enough to discount it?
Your candor is appreciated. I trust we'll have achieved some understanding before we have to answer.
They're only going to let one of us answer.
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle. If that is only half an answer, so be it.
Getting more than one question confuses things. I still have a gut feeling that pig plus X equals cow is the one. The answer must be something about shifting the letters. I'll get it in another minute.
Pretty strange, Jim. But my question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home has got to be quiet.
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer.
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle. If that is only...
You have answered 2 of our questions incorrectly. This indicates to us that you are too different from us. We shall attempt this again some other time. You shall all be returned to your ship.
Wait, what?
We're back on the Enterprise.
It feels like we've been...
It is logical to assume we shared the same experience. Unless the Brassica have psionic abilities they did not demonstrate.
Captain Kirk, I grieve to say that your answers were beyond our ability to tolerate. We had hoped for better from your species.
You should not judge any species from just one sample.
The captain is correct. It would be most illogical to make a decision based on such limited data.
Our data is broad enough. In the future, perhaps our species might form a bond of friendship. But for now, we must remain apart. Farewell.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
I've reviewed your report from your... I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects more out of you than that. If I were you, I'd...
Another message from...
On screen.
Jim, we have evaluated your current series of missions. Your overall performance is well...
Yes, Admiral.
Believe you, JD.
I wish I had better news.
Desk duty?
I wouldn't want to waste that experience just because you've lost your edge.
The Academy?
Sorry, Jim.
I agree that our recent performance has been well below our standards, Captain.
The Academy. I suppose I might like it. I think I feel like taking a tour of the ship right now. One last tour.
I mean, it's gonna tell me to load the game, right? Or not. Wait. I was skipping it all because it's like, oh, it's gonna tell me to load the game, but... I'm done? Apparently I'm done. Well, okay then.
Load a previously saved game. Quit the game.
I was expecting it to be like, ooh, game over, you failed, restart. But apparently not, which is weird. Don't really know what to say about that. Honestly, this game is beyond me. Like, in so many ways, it's just beyond me. I don't have the mental fortitude or the grasp of just puzzle solving. I'm not very good at it. And it shows. It shows so much. I am so bad at puzzles. Especially when they add in science. I'm just not good at it. Oh man. It was an interesting change of pace to play these kind of things, but I don't think I'm gonna do that again. Obviously this is a way longer episode. But then there will be kind of cuts here and there and all that kind of thing, obviously. But I'm not gonna do anything else with this game. Like, it would be nice to see like what the solution was and see the cutscenes, the correct things, all that, do the perfect run, all that kind of thing. But it's too time consuming, it's kind of frustrating. And if I follow a guide for the whole thing, it'll be just really boring. I mean, if it wasn't already boring. I don't know. Hidden Evil. Hidden Evil is next, 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's always gonna be Hidden Evil that's next. So please look forward to that. And then after Hidden Evil will be something completely different. Because I need a break from Star Trek after all this. And hopefully whatever's next is enjoyable, fun, interesting. Or at the very least, just entertaining. As always, thanks for watching. Hope it was enjoyable. I know I kind of like rushed through the dialogue at the end there, and it was also really glitchy. I'm still confused about where the lights and the cable and the cloth and all this other stuff came from. I have no idea. It was just really, really glitchy at the end there. But unfortunately, that'd be how old games are. There's no day one patches, there's no updates, there's no DLC. It's just, yep, ship it as it is and away we go. You know? Which was fun. I liked those days where you didn't have to wait 6 hours to download a day one patch, you know? 700 gigabytes of data. No, this was like 700 megabytes of data. Hell yeah. That Oh well. Look forward to hearing you all next time. And with that, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching again, and goodbye.